Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome back to the Tarot Closet. Welcome if you're new to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Nine of Pentacles, Four of Wands. Hello, welcome back to the Tarot Closet. Welcome if you're new to the channel. I really appreciate you being here, watching with me, sharing content if you feel inspired to do so, liking today's video, subscribing to the Tarot Closet. Hello, welcome to another All Signs Tarot reading. All signs love tarot reading, all signs love reading. And as is pretty much always the case here at the Tarot Closet, all signs love messages, channeled love messages from your person, messages from their higher self. A reading where we get into their feelings for you, what might be going on in everybody's mind, somebody's mind specifically. Is there something you need to know, you don't see coming? Is someone making a move? Let's take a look at the energy coming in. It's the Ace of Wands and the Four of Pentacles. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Somebody is getting inspired to make some kind of move. Interesting, having seen the Nine of Pentacles, which can be around commitment. It's a little early, Virgo and Mercury, and the Four of Wands, Venus and Aries. That is a reunion energy. So I do want to, point out that it could be that there's something coming up here, especially if you're here in real time around some kind of an event. But, that's reunion energy anyway. We're not really sure what's going on yet. The Four of Pentacles, the Sun in Capricorn energy. One thing I'll tell you, they haven't let you go, but there is something they're trying to work out. So is that logistics? Is there something else going on? Let's see, because one of these pentacles is yours, and you can see they're holding on to two here. So that's definitely some Two of Pentacles vibes. Saturn in Capricorn energy, some kind of choice that this person is making. Some things they're literally trying to work out. Then they have one here up on their crown chakra and another one here basically connected to the root chakra, and they're trying to balance on it. When the root chakra is balanced and centered and aligned, there is definitely more movement, like less fear, less shadow, less ego. When it's not centered, when it's not balanced, it's still kind of wobbly. And it looks like this is exactly what's coming through for me, is that I'm trying to work something out. So this is somebody who's working on making some kind of move. And it could be here in a Ace of Wands that it's kind of like an impulsive energy. So whether that's showing up for something, to something, or we're talking about some kind of contact being made. Let's see. All the playlists are linked below in the description of today's video. The All Signs Love Tarot, Love Messages readings. You'll also find all 12 Zodiac signs. If you're on a twin flame journey, you will also find very long in-depth twin flame readings. I do release those every Saturday, give or take, sometimes more, sometimes less. So if you are on a twin flame journey and you want to get a really specific reading, definitely check those out. Let's see what else is coming through. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Please show us the cards. Aho. It's the Knight of Cups and the Ace of Swords. Very interesting. Knight of Cups energy, Scorpio and Pluto. Our princess, prince, charming energy, some kind of proposal. I want to tell you, it's the cup energy, of course, so that's emotional. And this is a specific course around that. It's also wearing this floral laurel wreath, which is a reunion energy. And they're walking along the shore. It's the tide, as you can see, is coming in. And it's timing the water, the divine energy here, but also the emotions, of course. And the moon does rule the tide. So the emotions, you can see it's rolling in. The horse is walking by. There's the floral laurel wreath here. So somebody is definitely coming in here with some feelings. What are they working out? Because I think it might be around that and something else, because we're seeing the Ace of Swords in reverse in the partnership placement. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, and this is somebody who's in their head. So whether there's some kind of dishonesty around themselves, like being honest with themselves or with you. Okay, as I say that, that's the answer. Look, it's justice. Yeah, so the truth is definitely, there's some truth coming. Just got some goosebumps. This is somebody who's not sleeping, who's trying to get out of their head to come here and be honest with you. They're literally working on it. That came through really clear. So obviously it could be that there's just a showing up for something, that Ace of Wands energy, just kind of getting this urge. But it can also be just around a message coming in, you know, because this is somebody who's getting out of their head, who's working on that now. It's here in the partnership placement, who made a bad decision connected to some dishonesty, you know. So whether it was, you could say, not being honest by proxy, something they didn't tell you, something they did, or an outright lie. The truth is coming in. Justice, Libra energy, Venus. The planet of love, justice, is connected to the heart chakra. It's also connecting to a healing energy. You know, it's an infinity here. Truth, balance, and renewal. And we saw that in the Four of Pentacles with that Ace of Wands, that they're working on getting out of shadow, getting out of ego, centering, aligning that root chakra so they can come here with the truth. Yeah, come here with the truth. That's what is in here. Is there's something else. It's definitely delayed. The sun is in reverse. It's here where their energy is quite strong. Leo energy. So, you know, it's the conscious energy. You kind of want to get out of the moon and go into here, into this new cycle, things coming to light, a luminary. You know, this is connected to the solar plexus chakra. I do. I guess you could say kind of I don't. It's in reverse. It doesn't stay in reverse. It's a delay, but it's also telling me that you've been waiting for this truth. Yeah, and it's not feeling good waiting. What is it around? Yep. Literally here. Getting the courage to make this move. Working it out. So it's the logistics. What they're working out in that Four of Pentacles and Ace of Wands, again, it could be around literal movements, if you can see each other. But it's also around just contacting, getting out, probably for most of you, of no contact, no communication, and you could say and or in separation. But I want to say definitely the communication, it's either not happening or it's broken. You know, there's something going on with that. And this person needs to get out of their fear and come here and tell you the truth. And that's what they're definitely trying to do. They're anxious. They're not sleeping very well. I kind of feel like nobody is. But you can see here, it's the two of you. And it's these two birds are kind of, they're connecting. It's kind of hard to tell. Is this, you know, what kind of way? But it is the swords, and that can be conflicting. But that's also around clarity, communication, and of course, truth, hopefully being part of that. And you can see that somebody here is not sleeping thinking about this. And that's this person around here. But I also feel like you're in this energy waiting for this, for our King of Wands to make this move. And there's that wand. And there, of course, is, well, both an 8, you know, around in action, mastery kind of energy. Of course, that's also infinity, truth, balance, in particular, really strong here and renewal. And this is getting out of pride. Here with our lion, getting out of ego, making this move. They might have to stand some heat for what they have to say. Look, there's a little lizard here, which they can handle the heat. This is somebody who's definitely getting ready to come in. Is there more than just the truth? Is there an apology here? Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's also an apology, because what the heck happened? Is there more? Does this Knight of Cups have some kind of an offer? Because you can also see that with the rose here in the Ace of Swords. Somebody who's been kind of blocked, who is stressed, who's trying to get the courage literally to make this move. And there is the rose again, and it's right there on the wand. The movement, the matters of the heart, the Knight of Swords. Yeah, this is somebody who's on the move. And dare I say that, yeah, this is the truth, but I do think there's an apology here too. And that fear that's coming through is here. You can see as they get the courage, and you can see it here too. Look, our Knight here, this horse is kind of a mix between a horse with humility and a horse with a lot of feelings. Is being kind of, look how fast they're going. Spirit is right there egging them along. Get a move on. Their eyes are closed, so they're not looking. It's like coming in really fast. They have a lot to say. And the sword is, everything's moving fast. You can see the weather too. It's like it's like coming out of that, but also I'm coming here no matter what energy. It's pretty fast. They're not looking though. So again, there's some fear. So we could be looking at some emotional kind of reveal energy, but it's definitely around the truth. Is the truth around how they feel? Is it something they lied about their feelings? Is it involving something or someone else? Is it involving commitment energy? Because you've definitely been waiting for this truth, and I think you might have been waiting for this flower too. And this Knight of Cups can have offers, you know? Proposal energy can be like around really big things, which could also be here. It's a little bit early to tell, but that could also be around, okay, just the movement. It's super delayed. Look at this. The Sun in reverse. The Three of Wands in reverse. The Sun in Aries energy. This is the delays. And it's here also with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, telling me that things have not been worked out yet. This person is in some fear, and it's just coming through for me, this truth that is coming, this decision they're making for the truth to come out. Fate, karmic law, spiritual justice, that there's just going to be kind of like, I'm just going to go for it. So whether that's showing up for something literally, because we could be looking at that. We saw also the Four of Wands. So is this an event? Is there an event you could see this person at? You know they're going to be there. They could be there. It might be just coming in sideways, like all sweaty and couldn't park the car and like some issues traveling. Could be that they're even already there. But I know it's not in person for everyone. I will tell you, it is the truth. You have been waiting for it, and it is a validation. If there is an event, particularly around friends and family, whether they're yours or theirs, or there's some mix there. And it could even be for some of you, it's somebody who's coming back into town. But again, I would be remiss if I didn't validate for you, especially with our Knight of Swords here, Libra and Mercury energy. This truth coming, Mercury. That Mercury is oftentimes connected to reading and writing. So SMS, social media, email. It can be that it's that message that you've been waiting for, the phone call. And again, just very clear, maybe you could see them at. And also, I'm just getting a message here to validate with the Sun in reverse, that the Three of Wands is also, it's the Sun in Aries. So it's a really strong validation. There may be something this person has seen or heard from somebody else. Maybe there's even something out there you've said. Because first of all, you can see if you look here, the Six of Pentacles, here within our Eight of Pentacles, and that's in reverse. It's bringing in the Moon in Taurus, and that's the lack of reciprocity, literally. So it's also, I think, for a lot of you around the commitment, the connection, but communication, the truth. Because you can see that they're also here working on the Seventh Pentacle, and I gotta tell you today, that's Seventh Pentacle, Venus in Taurus energy in reverse, and that's telling me that you have one foot out the door, maybe two, that you are really sick of waiting, and maybe something's going on here they've seen or heard, or they're just panicked because they're kind of, and there's Page of Swords energy here for me, in particular with our Knight of Swords as well, in the Knight and the Nine of Swords. It's like, oh my gosh, I have to say this. Getting out of their head here, literally, look at this, waking up and just getting unblocked and coming here and communicating. There could be some triggering that's gone on, in particular in that Four of Pentacles, because it is like watching. So they're seeing or hearing something that might have them a little triggered. It could also just be their feelings around it, not necessarily that anything was said or done, you know? Yeah. So that's not surprising at all. It's the Chariot, the Five of Wands. I think actually I'm wanting to put this in the overall energy. That's what I'm hearing. The Five of Wands, not the Five of Wands. The Five of Pentacles is also here in reverse. So the Chariot is your overall energy today, and it really is exactly what I know it to be. The truth is coming. There's communication here. It's been a long time coming too. Is there an apology? There better be. Is there more? I think so. The Five of Pentacles, Mercury and Taurus energy, it is an energy of loss. It's a validation of not communicating, of things clearly not being worked out here. You can see it connected with our Eight of Pentacles in reverse. But this reversal energy is somebody who's coming back in. It's like recovering what they lost. You, the possibilities, the sun is in reverse. It ain't growing that pentacle, you know? Ain't a word. So you ain't allowed to say it, ain't that right? Do you remember that? Okay, I'm being silly. But that's the connection here. And also, of course, recovering, coming back here to recover your trust, because something is going down, something has gone on here. But it's very clear, and just even in our two major arcanas here. Justice in the Chariot, the truth is coming. Cancer energy, moon energy, there's obviously a very victorious energy. Look, they're above the clouds, which are stormy and lightning, which could be connecting with some kind of tower moment. But it's also, for me, this Knight of Swords coming out of that. So it's both some past energy and maybe even some current energy to get them there. Obviously, it's a validation that there could be some literal travel, but it's definitely around the truth. It does feel intense. It feels emotional. I think there might be an apology there too. This is Cancer and Moon energy. It's around literally, like there's a lot of emotions here, and somebody's wanting to be victorious. And it's also having figured out figuring out how to get through the obstacles, you know? And you could say maybe even both. So if there are traveling obstacles, if it was hard to reach you, or you're blocking each other, or maybe there's a chance for you to hear them out, you know, or they're taking this literal opportunity to show up for something. And again, it can just be around a message. Whatever the case is, this is the action they're taking. And it's changing things here. And again, this is real clear, of course, with justice of the rebalancing energy that we saw them trying to do. And that Four of Pentacles today. The yin-yang energy, divine feminine, divine masculine energy. So getting into balance so that they can get out of fear, ego, and shadow. Get that root chakra centered. And come here and get you this connection into balance, at the very least, with this truth. There's a number of things going on here, what it's around, and I really feel like it's going to be specific to you, but it's definitely an emotional energy. It's intense, and one might say emotionally intense. The World card, the Page of Cups in reverse, the Four of Cups in reverse, the Knight of Wands in reverse, the World card, look, and the Wheel of Fortune is here too. And I think we're getting another one in here coming in. The Six of Swords in reverse, and the bottom of the deck, which I actually really like, so don't be nervous about this. It's the Death card. Why do I like this? Because it's telling me that it's time. The Hangman energy, divine number, divine timing. You go into the Death card when you get out of the Hangman. That's where this person has been indecisive, not taking action. They've been in some ego. Are there other things, paradigm shifts, things they need to change? There is also an apology here. Look at those poppies. This is really strongly connected for me today, just in particular with the deck that I chose for you of the truth and an apology. It's really, really strong, actually, because this is the death of the ego. And it's somebody who has been taking way too long, but there's a higher vibe energy. There is a turning point. It has been really stagnant. Look, so we have the Wheel of Fortune, the Six of Swords in reverse. Mercury and Aquarius energy. We already know the lack of communication's been going on. This is stagnant. It's clear. There may have been some things said. There's a lot of things also that weren't said. 6 is an energy of healing. It is an energy of coming together. This is around communication for me today. Again, look, it's delayed. We're waiting on this person's ego. We're waiting on this person to get some priorities straight. There's a strong energy of reassessing their past actions, clearly here. Getting their priorities straight and taking new ones, and also very clearly getting over some shadow, ego, and fear. Also just even here in our Page of Cups in reverse. Which, by the way, also connects for me with kind of how you got into no contact, no communication energy, or perhaps, just some troubles around communicating. The Knight of Wands here is in reverse. So we have our Knight of Cups in the upright, the Knight of Wands in reverse, the Knight of Swords in the upright. This is impulsive. And that's the energy that's been coming through, that it's like they're just gonna get this courage here, get over themselves and show up. Or perhaps there's some other paths clearing for literal travel or being able to communicate, whatever the case is. It does feel really impulsive, that it's just going to be showing up for something or a message. And that's also validating for me in the Four of Cups in reverse, the Moon and Cancer energy. It's like, okay, they're trying to find another way, maybe to get themselves ready to do what they need to do, to make things right. But it can also be around logistics, of the messages or seeing each other. But I tell you what, it's definitely a turning point energy here. In the World card as well, more energy of the timing, divine number, divine timing. This is a completion energy. When you get here, it's the last major arcana before you go into the Fool. So it's kind of like also with the Death card. There's been things keeping them from moving towards you. Ego is one of them and fear is one of them. Some shadow energy. It's all kind of connected. It could be other things too. It could be literal location, because this can also be around, again, travel. And we could be looking at big time travel, like international. Whatever though. City, state, country, again, maybe across the world. So what have the limitations or the obstacles been that are being cleared? Is it a location thing? Is it just their ego? Are there other priorities they need to get straight? Are there people, jobs, or situations that have been why this has been so delayed? Whatever the case is, it's moving. It's like karmic debts paid, life lessons learned, obstacles out of the way, kind of moving toward making the move, coming here with the truth, with a lot more, I feel, but communication for sure. Ending no contact. The World card, Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, and Aquarius energy, as well as the Wheel of Fortune. And the World card is connected to that root chakra. The future possibilities, life-changing decisions. So making them to get into this energy. Perhaps there's more being made. It's not really super clear where you're going from here. It's just, this is where we're at in the reading today. And obviously, you have free will. Your person has free will. Everyone does. The future is not fixed. Energies, outcomes, they can and they will change. But I tell you what, this apology you've been waiting for, the truth, for I feel like too long, is coming. And I do think there might be some more here. Definitely, the truth and an apology, that's super clear. Could there be something else around, a move, a literal move? Could this be around things like somebody here in the Knight of Cups who is ready who wants to offer more commitment, who's ready now? Was somebody ready and somebody wasn't? Somebody available, somebody wasn't. It's like, can we try this again? So I think it's kind of like questionable. It could be a lot more than the truth. And of course, the Wheel of Fortune, a turning point. This is Jupiter energy, the planet of expansion, the planet of prosperity, and when you get out of the Hermit card, Virgo and Mercury energy, and you get clear and you get some truth, you get into this Wheel of Fortune, which is connected to the throat chakra, I speak, and you speak, you communicate. It turns everything around. A new cycle for sure. That's just not even a question for me. This does deduce into a 1, telling me that, it's like they're taking an opportunity. So whether it's waking up or timing-wise, to send a message or to show up for something. And that the potential that this truth brings could be really life-changing. So that's the other thing. Look, here's our lion again, too. It's literally the same lion who's getting the courage. It's so clear. Getting out of the fear, shadow, and ego. Getting the courage here to spin this wheel of fortune and communicate what you've been wanting to hear from this person. I do want to mention that I do feel they're seeing you as a soulmate. You know, we have a lot of soulmates in the world, romantic and otherwise, and it doesn't always mean everything is happily ever after, does it? You know, they come, they go, sometimes they stay, they connect us with other energies. There's definitely a soul connection here. What that means for you, I think a lot of you probably already know that. But this is something I feel that is connecting with this person now, like they're understanding that you did meet for a reason. And I just want to validate as well that if you've known this person for your whole life, it's validated. And that's also that feeling, you know. So let's bring in some oracle. I'm not reading it in reverse. And then we're going to bring in some channeled love messages. Love messages from your person, messages from their higher self. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Please show us the cards, Aho. Rebirth. Oh, that's the death card energy here. Quite literally. Life, death, rebirth, big changes, getting out of the hangman. So, yeah, a new cycle for the two of you. This person getting out of their ego, coming here in a different vibe. And is there something else? There are priorities getting straightened. There are paradigm shifts around this person. But is there something else here within this world card that's coming in with this truth? Is this around another situation, a location, work, people? What is it? Again, pretty specific, open-hearted. Okay, so they're coming in here with an open heart. They are coming in here in a sincere way. I like this a lot. And this truth is sincere. It's not somebody who's just blowing, what do they say, blowing smoke somewhere, which I won't mention. The heart is actually open here. I'm wondering too, it does connect for me as well with, I want to say, the both of you having some kind of conversation. Emotionally intense, just, I keep hearing that. And it's almost like too, like our crow here is wanting to come right in there, like getting to you, like they want that really want you to hear them. And I felt like something there just hid, but that's how it goes sometimes. Sometimes they're ready to send a message and sometimes they're not. I think that's it. Well, look at the bottom of the deck. This is very, very, very much the case. Communication. Yeah, look right here with the Wheel of Fortune. The Chariot. Justice, the World card. And again, getting out of their ego to get out of no contact. Getting over fear. It's strong. I don't think I need to say any more. The Wrath. So here's some intense energy. Again, the wrath of what? You know, you can see here in the Chariot that something, there's like a moving away from that too. So there definitely could have been some kind of tower moment. But when somebody is putting off telling the truth, being honest, there's a lot of emotional energy here as well, and getting over their fear and ego to do it. It's telling me that, yeah, there might be something to face here. And that's actually not surprising at all. Look, and it's connecting here where it wants to go is the King of Wands and the Knight of Swords. Because there's definitely a lack of sleep energy that's coming through memory. So yeah, you're not forgetting. Look at this. Oh yeah. Hello. That camera, I swear, it's just going to be the end of me. As I was saying, this memory card, look at the crow is here saying, yeah, well, it's sort of like bringing it all up. Do you know what I mean? And obviously, if somebody's coming in here with the truth that you've been waiting for, then some things are going to come up. Teamwork. So coming together, communicating. It's a very strong Three of Pentacles energy, Mars and Capricorn. It's also uprighting our Three of Wands. Expansive, coming together. Look at, whoa, look at the apology that's here. Look at those poppies. That's an apology from me. That is a humility energy. The sun is starting to burn off some of these clouds. And that's also connecting with that uprighting of that sun energy, a new cycle, a luminary, everything coming to light, the truth. In a new cycle, the possibilities here are here. The last two coming through are survival and release, okay? So where do you go from here? What happened here? Obviously, it was painful, hurtful. There's a reason that this person has been holding back, you know, from coming in here, telling the truth, apologizing. And the release, I gotta tell you, could be any number of things. Where are you at? You have free will. So for one, it's releasing the apology. For two, I want to say it's obviously connecting to here. Look, it's a fox here that kind of has this crow trapped. So there's a couple of things in here. It's not getting the truth and the apology which you deserve and need, and it's also this person not carrying it around anymore. This release also connects to the Ten of Wands, Jupiter and Sagittarius energy. So yeah, some of the burden and the exhaustive energy of holding on to this, possibly this lie or just the truth and an apology. But again, there's a couple of things going on. It is also connecting to the death of their ego to come here. We could be looking at connections to things that maybe somebody's been in survival mode in a situation, a job in another land, other people, what? So we're also looking at some major life changes here with the World card, the Death card, the Chariot, that it can be around things like other relationships, jobs, travel, that sort of energy. So that release is here as well. And then the last thing I wanted to say, where you're deciding you're going to go. Rebirth, the Death card, the Chariot, release. You know, you have free will. Your person has free will. So life-changing decisions are definitely being made around this person. It could also be for you in order for you to come together and perhaps some life-changing decisions together. There's a lot of scenarios that are going on here, but the bottom line for me is it's the end of no contact and no communication, which is what they're trying to do here. It does involve the truth and an apology, and it could definitely involve some literal travel. The Tarot Closet channeled love messages, messages from their higher self. And that's it. You're my person coming in. It's right here with the Knight of Cups. Never doubt my love for you. It's here with Justice and the Knight of Cups. I want to talk again. Well, that's incredibly clear. I mean, the Chariot, the Knight of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune. It's just, yeah. We don't need to elaborate on that. I want to be honest. Hello. Yeah. It's also around the feelings. That's been clear here. And it's right here with Justice. So there's definitely some truths that could be other things being revealed that you were waiting for that you weren't even expecting. I miss you too. So somebody's sending in and I miss you. I want to hear your voice. It's here with memory. Look, this crow opening their voice. It's interesting. It really does connect. I made so many mistakes. I can't sleep. That's the Nine of Swords here. Yeah, it's the Nine of Swords. It's been strong. The Knight of Swords as well. We were meant to meet. So that's connecting us to that Wheel of Fortune energy of understanding the reason you met, that it was fate. You were meant to meet. A destinies intertwined energy. So understanding the connection energy of validation. Oh, and I love you. It's right here with communication in the Chariot. So this truth might be around more than just something that they held back around other things or that they lied about. Could be around this too. Because the truth is justice, communication, I love you. The Chariot, I love you. Their feelings, true feelings also being revealed. Look, I was triggered. And look, Fate. I understand our connection. Wow, this is really goosebumpy. And also, look, I was triggered as connecting to wrath. So it's almost like I know I have it coming. Perhaps some things that might be, yeah, getting said, because it does have a pretty emotionally intense energy around the reading today. I want to actually bring in, I want to bring in some little ones, and then we're going to bring in some love notes and close your reading, okay? Whoa. Yes, I know you love me. It's like you're answering there. I dream of you. It's connecting us. It's connected here to survival. Interesting. And justice. I want to mention that too with justice. It could be karmic situations, even legal situations. It's also connected here to survival. So we could be looking at some particular situations that somebody's in. That's a part of what's going on here, like why you're not communicating or not together. If you're on a twin flame journey, it's definitely here. I know it's not for everybody, but I just would be remiss if I didn't mention it. I could listen to your voice all day and night. Look at this. I want to hear your voice. I want to talk again. Boy, are they wanting to get out of no contact. You deserve so much more. Yeah. I don't deserve you, but I want you energy. I care too much what people think. Yeah, so there could definitely be some other situations here. It's pretty strong. It's just a matter of what are they, you know? It's Hierophant energy for me. I am afraid you will reject me. That's some of the ego and the fear. You are so beautiful, and we were meant to meet. I am always with you. My world changed when I met you. Yeah, that's the World card energy. And don't ever change. So let's bring in some love notes and we'll close your reading today. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. If you like today's video and you want to see more, please hit the like button. I would really appreciate that. And subscribe if you haven't. Thank you. Okay, let's see. The last messages. There is so much left unsaid. I want to talk. Communication, I can't sleep, Knight of Swords, Wheel of Fortune. I mean, it's just clear. Do you miss me too? I miss you too. We already saw that right there. Look at that. We were meant to meet. Understanding the connection, fate. Here it is again. We were meant to meet. So that's pretty strong here. I stare into your eyes in photos. That is definitely some Page of Swords energy, and that was coming in today in our, wasn't that coming in our Four of Pentacles of all things? No. Yeah, but also it was coming through here in the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. You're my person. It's telepathic energy. You're my person. You are my person. Or is that a validation? I'm trying to send a message. Look, I love you. Communication, the Chariot. Justice, the truth. I was stupid. I think of you all the time. I am always with you. I am afraid you will reject me. Please forgive me. Right here where their ego is gone in this moment. I miss you too. Do you miss me too? I miss you too. So here it is. I miss you. Do you miss me too? I miss you too. We are soulmates. So that was coming through pretty strong, that this is somebody who sees you that way. So that's a really strong validation. I've never felt like this. I can't sleep. Okay. So your last channeled love message from their higher self. Yeah, understanding the connection, that we have a deep soulmate connection. It's going here with I was triggered. Beautiful soul, that's your reading today. It's been my honor to channel for you. Thank you for joining me, for watching. sharing if you're feeling inspired to do so, liking today's video, subscribing to the Tarot Closet. I really appreciate that. I'm sending you love and light as always, and I'm looking forward to seeing you at another love reading soon. Until then, bye.